Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to a very different video today. I'm going to be talking about the Leeds United versus Derby match which I went to yesterday, and basically just giving you my thoughts on the game and also wanting to know what you guys thought of it as well in the comments below. Apologies though about some of the footage which I'll be showing you. I've obviously not filmed all of it, I've filmed just little bits. Most of it is kind of at the start and sort of half time and then at the end of the game. Not really done too much sort of in between because you will have probably seen it on TV if you are interested. It was on Sky, so you'd have probably seen it whether you're at the game or watched it on TV. So I'm quickly going to talk about the game. First of all, it was an absolutely fantastic performance. It was only 1-0, obviously to Leeds, but it was a really good performance, a dominant performance for virtually all of the game, to be honest, against a Derby team which were, what, 7th in the league or something like that. So it was a really good performance against a team which have done pretty well for the most part. But yeah, really good stuff. I'll quickly be showing you some footage now, and I'll quickly sort of talk about other things during the game as well. So just before half-time, Chris Wood made it 1-0 after loads and loads of pressure on the Derby defence. We had loads of corners, constant crosses. Pablo Hernandez was incredible. Vieira did a really good job as well. And it was a really just an all-round fantastic performance. So we went 1-0 up going into the half-time break, and that was a fantastic, obviously a brilliant time for Chris Wood to score his 17th goal of the season, I think it was as well. And there was quite a few people that had obviously gone at that point. There was a few kind of people going out for like break and things like that, ready for half time, that missed the goal. But we stayed, we saw it, and it was a nice little front post header from the corner from Pablo Hernandez, whose delivery most of the time last night was absolutely incredible. Fantastic corners in, and it was a fantastic performance overall as well. I thought virtually everyone had a really good performance. Rob Green was probably the only player that was a little bit shaky at times, but he did make one or two decent saves. But certainly that clearance at the start of the second half, that clearance where I think it was at Darren Bent, and it smacked it at him, went in the back of his goal. Luckily for us, it was given as handball, because I just thought that was where the game was going to turn. I had a feeling with that first sort of 5 or 10 minutes where we didn't look quite as strong in that second half, I had a feeling that the game was going to turn and it was kind of going to be maybe a 1-1 or a 2-1 loss at that point, to be honest. Then we kind of got through that 5 or 10 minutes, we looked quite good again, and in that second half again we started to dominate really well. But yeah, there were some really good performances. I'll quickly go through the team and kind of give you my sort of thoughts about each individual player. As I mentioned about Rob Green, looked a little bit shaky at times, but certainly when he was needed, he made a couple of decent saves. Right back, we obviously had Coyle. I thought he looked really strong, actually. I'm not a huge fan of him in a couple of performances that he's done, but he looked really good last night, getting forward nicely. Him and Roof combining quite well, which was good. Centre back, we obviously had Eiley and Bartley. Janssen was out suspended. Eiley, I thought, did really good. He went up, I think in the second half, he went up on a really, really good run and did a few players, and it was a fantastic run. He, in defence, really wasn't that challenged along with Bartley. And Bartley made a really, really good few attempts for us. He was so close at scoring a couple of goals. He probably could have had maybe 1 or 2 goals himself from the corners, from the set pieces. He looked really strong. Then at left back, we also had Berardi. He was probably one of the more troubled defenders that we had in the team, I think. He obviously, Tommins was trying to get in behind him a little bit. Darren Bent was stood on him at quite a lot of the time as well. So it wasn't a fantastic performance from him, but he was strong. He did the job, and at the end of the day, we got the clean sheet against Derby as well. Then in midfield, obviously, Vieira was fantastic. Bridcut did a really, really good job as well. Pablo Hernandez ran the show. Fantastic skills from him. He really he didn't do them to kind of like show off. It was kind of just him trying to get out of trouble a little bit, and that's what he did. He just got brought out of the skills and did a fantastic job in midfield as well. Then also we had Roof. He came off. I was a little bit surprised about that. I thought it was going to be Dakara that was going to come off. But it was Roof. He was the first one to come off for us. Dakara did. I thought he did a very good job for the majority of the game. He started off the game really slow. He was kind of preventing the flow of the game a little bit. But then after that, he started to get into the match a little bit. It was very strong and kind of just stumbles through players quite nicely with the ball. But yeah, he did a decent job for us. Dakara wasn't one of the better players, but certainly was good enough, I think. But Roof, yeah, I thought did a very good job as well. Then also up front, Chris Wood getting the goal. Did a very good job holding things up and getting all the flick-ons and that sort of thing. So overall, a really, really good performance. Like I say, I'm intrigued to see what you guys think of it. And I'll, of course, be cutting to footage and things like that. So there's some pictures, but it was difficult with the lighting. There been an evening game. It was more difficult than it was with the last game that I went to. So, of course, the footage is a little bit shaky and not particularly always in focus with it being artificial lights and not sunlight. But yeah, hopefully it's okay. And like I say, let me know your thoughts on the game and individual performances as well from the players. And yeah, we'll wait and see what this season brings. It seems like it's going really well at the moment. There's obviously a lot of games to be played, but hopefully we can stay in the playoffs and maybe even push for the automatics, but still 4 points behind Brighton, who have a game in hand. So yeah, we'll wait and see where that brings us. And yeah, thanks for watching. Just a short video for today. I was originally going to try and get a Leeds Corroded episode out, but because I obviously went to the Leeds game, I didn't have time to record a Leeds video, so we'll wait and see when that comes out. Hopefully, though, it will be out fairly soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.